Today we are going to be estimating with percents. I would tell you right now that estimating is my least favorite thing about math. I am a horrible estimator, okay? So you can be horrible at certain things in life, at a certain subject, but you can still enjoy the subject or be good at the subject just because maybe you don't understand or like some things about it doesn't mean you're going to be horrible at all of it. So, use a fraction to estimate 27% of 63. Remember that of means multiply, okay? So, 27% is about 25%, okay? We're trying to round these two numbers that are easier to multiply by. 25 is a little bit easier to multiply by and easier to change to a fraction than 27%, okay? It looks more like a fraction we're used to having. And 25%, you can put 25 over 100, which is equal to 1/4. So 25% is equivalent to 1/4. So we're going to take 1/4 times 63. Now 63, we want to round to the nearest number, and I like to round to the nearest number where the tens or the ones place is a 0. So 63 is closest to 60. So I have 1/4 of 60. When we multiply, we do 1 times 60 over 4, and we get 60 divided by 4, and 60 divided by 4 is 15. Okay? Tara's Tees is offering 2 t-shirts for $16, while Good Tees is running their buy one for $9.99, get one for half price sale. Which store offers the better deal? So, half off is 50%. 50% off. 50% is equal to 50 over 100, which is equal to 1/2. So we can think about 50% being equivalent to 1/2. We need to change $9.99 to a compatible number. A compatible number in this case is $10 because it rounds perfectly to $10. So we take 1/2 of $9.99, which is hard, but 1/2 of $10 is easy because it's 5. The discount is approximately $5. So if you're going to buy from Good Tees, you're going to spend $10 plus $5 and get 15. So the cost of 2 t-shirts at Good Tees is about $15. So the t-shirts at Good Tees are a better deal because it was $16 at Tara Tees. So 4% of 18. We are using either 1% or 10% to estimate the percent of each number. We use 1% for single digit percents. And we use 10% for double digit percents. Okay, so 4% is a single, so we're going to use 1%. Now we're going to round 18, so 18 is about 20. Okay, so we're going to find 4% of 20, so round whole number. So we are going to find 1% of 20 because we said we were going to use 1% for single digits. So 1% of 20 is 0.2. Now, you can do that by the following. 1% equals 0.01 when we change it to a decimal. So we can multiply 0.01 by 0.20, or because it's by 1%, we move the digit 2 places, or the decimal 2 places right on the whole number. Move decimal to write on whole number. Okay, so we know that 1% of 20 is 0.2, but we want to know 4% of 20. So we take 4, because that's the percent we want to know, times 0.2, which was what 1% of 20 was, and we multiply those together, and we get 0.8. So 4% equals 4 times 1%. That's why we're multiplying 4 times what we got for 1%. So 4% of 18 is about 0.8 or 0.8. Okay, 29% of 80. Now 80 is already rounded, but I'm going to put that down again, round whole number. But it's already rounded, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so now we have a double-digit percent, so we're going to use 10. So 10% of 80 equals, now I can put that in my calculator as 0.10, okay? Or I can move decimal left one place in whole number. So if we move the decimal left one place, it's at the end. We move it left once, and we get 8. Okay? So 10% of 80 is 8, but we want to know 30% of 80. So we multiply 3 times 8, because 30 equals 3 times 10%. And when we do that, we get 24. So 29% of 80 is about 24. Tim spent $58 on dinner for his family. About how much money should he leave for a 15% tip? So, $58 is almost 60, so we round our whole number. Again, we're always rounding that whole number, okay, to an easier number to work with. 15% can be broken down to 10 plus 5%, right? So 15% is 10% plus 5%. So you can do the following. You can think, I have a double-digit percent, like we did above, so I'm going to use 10% of 60. Now remember, when we multiply by 10%, we move the digit once to the left, so we get $6. Alright? So, the next step in this case is, because we want to know 15%, 10 doesn't multiply to 15%, right? But 5% is half of 10%, so we can divide our 10% by 2 and get $3, and that tells us what our 5% is. And then we can add 6 plus 3 and get $9, so Tim should leave about a $9 tip for his 15% tip. Okay, go through and do your check it outs. Number 4 is going to be one where you have to divide, because it's a 15% tip instead of multiply.